Ladies and gentlemen, please let me introduce Nouricity, a project about urban nutrition in Africa. The objectives of the project are first to gather and analyze evidence on the actors of food distribution and consumption in African urban food systems, how they interact and how this is related to the different dimensions of urban malnutrition. This analysis, managed with the contribution of the actors, then paves the way for Objective 2, which is to outline a partnership concept for effective interventions in the food environment of the urban poor in Africa. And this objective is also achieved through a participatory process. In each country, the process is similar, but has a thematic focus dictated by the local issues dominating the societal debates. In Ghana, food quality and safety at the marketplace is the theme underlying our analysis. In Cape Town, there is a focus on interventions and policies for improved nutrition and food system governance, and is in particularly aimed at understanding the sociological mitigators of the impacts of these policies. In Kampala, lack of knowledge and information on good nutrition and food behavior was identified as a key factor for improved urban nutrition. Main research outcomes and innovations. In Ghana, in particular, we observed a strong reliance on informal urban food retail and a very low penetration of supermarkets. Therefore, it is important to understand the consumer's relation with these markets and how it affects their food choices, purchases, preparation, and consumption. Information and education on good, safe food and safe food practices is high among our subjects, and time management and convenience were identified as the very critical factors behind food behavior. Convenience refers to a place where consumers can have access to all fresh food products at once, or can pick them up literally on the footpath on the way home. In South Africa, colleagues seek answers to two key sustainability questions identified under the key challenges of improved nutrition and improved food system governance, identified by the National Food System Rapid Assessment initiated in 2021. The first question is, why does South Africa have a double burden of malnutrition and a food security paradox? By paradox, we mean that the country has poor nutrition indicators alongside good economic and agricultural indicators, a good science system, and good food and social support policies. The second question is, what explains the discrepancy between a sophisticated food policy and the current food system outcomes? At the national level, colleagues use panel data to identify causes and consequences of poor nutrition in urban areas. At the local level, with qualitative data and knowledge co-production, they map food system change and identify possible solutions, while also testing for food safety to identify potential food system hazards. In Uganda, the colleagues have highlighted the strong dependence on informal food outlets, such as wet markets, kiosks, or street vendors. What they can identify at the national level is that the dietary transformation has been limited in urban and rural areas between 2010 and 2016. Through their own survey at the more local level, they find that the inhabitants' awareness of healthy diets is particularly lacking. And this has led them to conduct an experiment with interventions to increase awareness and consequently nutrition among these consumers. Our stakeholder engagement and mobilization started with the very first research activities in 2019. Where possible, this continued with consultations throughout 2020, and the whole process is then finalized in 2022. All stakeholders, from ministries down to local stakeholders at the food markets, were engaged to co-produce knowledge and data in a process that culminates, if you want, with the food system and policy mapping, and finally with the partnership concepts. These not yet delivered partnership concepts, elaborated At and for the study sites are envisioned to serve as an evidence-based blueprint for improved collaboration and consistent action across the actors and policies aiming to improve urban nutrition in Africa. We also hope that our cross-country comparisons of the partnership concepts will further strengthen these blueprints. Thank you very much for your attention. Here are our contact details, the website of the project, and also the coordinator's email address should you have any question.